specifically know exactly what everybody's doing in their situation. So same thing for hamstrings, same thing for calves, same thing for other ailments that it's just not fair to the current guy to immediately draw conclusions when everything's drastically different.
So the way Miguel's hit over the past month is your mind about just how to manage this situation at all?
You know, more for him. I mean, I don't worry about me and me managing it as much as I do just his overall vibe, his overall enjoyment. I mean, he's a legend. He has high standards. I don't think he was having a ton of fun early, and now I see a little more life in him and a lot more contribution. So we still communicate a ton series by series on what it's going to look like and where he's at. Obviously, the way the roster has changed has opened up a few more at-bats. He's taken advantage of that, so he's getting to play. What is today's third day in a row here? Things like that are different for him, but I think I just wanted so badly for Miguel to be a contributor, to be good, to enjoy this kind of journey through the league and all the fun stuff that he's getting. The saddle, the cowboy hat, the great donations from the team, and so I didn't necessarily answer your question probably exactly what you wanted, but there's a lot of kind of going on with my thoughts on Miguel.
I asked you this a while ago, AJ, and just follow up now a little later in the season about that, but having rested him as early in the season, not as many reps, maybe he's fresher now. How is that paying off?
I don't know. I mean, obviously, it's case by case. I think like any player, these guys, mid-season feels mid-season, whether you've played a ton or played a little, but maybe for him, being conscious of either play the day game or the night game, or I think guys get fresh when they get more hits. So I think it might be just related to the performance just as much as it is any program we have them on.
Another step forward today for Casey with the bullpen.
Yeah, that was incredible, and he was energized. He took it very seriously. He dove right into his delivery and the pitch shapes, and kind of took a very Casey Mize approach to his program. So that was fun to see, and I'm proud of him. This has not been an easy path for him. It's not been linear. It's not been easy. It's not been exactly as we had thought it was going to go, and he just keeps tackling the challenge. Today was probably a reward for his mind as well as it was for his arm and his back, and him being able to complete a successful pin.
Is there any chance he comes back this year, or is that completely closed?
That's a really long time from now, so I don't know what the rest of the year holds for him, but today was an important step for him for a lot of reasons.
You managed in the same division as Marcus Simeon for a long time. What's impressed you about his growth as a player? His
consistency in how he goes about his business, not even the performance, but just his overall preparation, his attention to detail. Stylistically, he's changed a little bit. I think he's evolved as a hitter. He used to be a predominantly take first guy and hit deeper in counts and get himself in some vulnerable counts, and now he's more of an ambush guy. Got to be really careful early in counts. He shows leadership qualities. I watch how he interacts with teammates. Got to know him a little bit, and I can see why he's really good. But it's kind of the self-made man. Like, he's had to work through a lot of things. Credit a lot of people when you talk to him that have impacted him. But he's truly a dynamic player and an impactful presence on the two teams that I've seen him play.
You guys do so much to monitor guys and keep them healthy. If I wanted to play 162, do you think you'd let him?
I know. It's amazing. I think I had one player, George Springer, did it, and I managed him, but it took a lot out of him. So I especially nowadays with the workload management, the fatigue things we can measure, the general fear that we all operate in nowadays with what can happen with injuries. A lot of people will call him a throwback. He's just very unique.
Garrett Hill just has fresh arm. Get a fresh arm.
Yeah, I mean, I talked to Mize last night, and what a sad day for him. I mean, he was so excited to get up here, wanted to make a good first impression. That didn't go well. The state of our bullpen was not in great shape, so the need for the fresh arm was there, and we got Garrett here. And we may need some action here over the next few days to stabilize our pen. So having an available arm, out of the option cycle and being able to come up was really important. Hopefully Mize can get himself back up, and after last night, realize that there was a lot that went into this decision, not just a one-game look.
What has excited you most about Kerry Carpenter's development?
Well, his bat is his carrying card, and I think his approach, consistency, his the way he studies his swing is very unique. He kind of does his own thing on that has been successful for him, and he's been very stubborn in a good way. As he got up here, there was a little bit of swing and miss. There was some curiosity whether the minor league performance would translate. And the more he's gotten comfortable and the more he's gotten successful, he's stuck with it.
Appreciate it. Thank you.